Steve.
Terry, even though this team has continued to show fight throughout this stretch, was there any part of you that thought when you were down 10-0 you would potentially have the winning run at the plate at some point?
No. I mean, you can't. Number one, you don't have, you at that particular point, you're just, all you're trying to come up with right now are answers to that, is to try to save some pitching for the next day. But I will tell you something. I was told a long time ago by Jim Leland, who you guys know mentored. I listened to every word he said. He told me, when you're getting your butt kicked, get your stars out and get those other guys in, because they're playing for something. They're playing for jobs. And I'll tell you, I absolutely tip my hat to the job those young kids did tonight. They had energy. They ran those bases like Kevin Long told me. They were running like their hair's on fire. Guys going first to third and trying to score from first, and tremendous comeback. I'm real proud of them.
It's just one at bat, but how much did Bruce need that potentially for moving forward here?
I can't even begin to tell you. He needed it badly, and he's worked hard. They're working on a couple things with his swing, and he's been out the last 3 days early to take BP, and took it in the game tonight and did some damage. I hope this is the kickstart.
Kevin.
Terry, a couple things. First of all, did Syndergaard have his bullpen session? And
he did.
How'd that go?
It went great, Kev. It went good. He's going to throw. We're going to go with him on Tuesday. He did tell me today that, even during his workout, he felt a little, just a little fatigued yet. So I thought one more day, trying to get some more nourishment in him will help out. So it's going to be Bart Monday and then Syndergaard Tuesday.
With all you've been through as a pitching staff, especially the rotation, how important is it for him and Bart to come through, especially Syndergaard? He's your ace now.
Well, we got 6. We start on Monday. We got a game tomorrow with Gesellman, but starting Monday we got 6 left, and those 2 guys are going to pitch 4 of them. So they're big.
Jerry.
Did that begin to feel like an old PCL game to you out there?
Yeah,
6th, 7th inning there?
It sure did. But I mean, I felt real bad for Sean, but it goes again. Starting pitching is but what the game's about, and if you can stay in the game, you got a chance to win. And I'll tell you, those guys. Our bullpen came in, and I had to get some innings out of Montero. We had to get deeper. I only had about 6 innings of relief today, except for Reed and Familia. So those guys did a nice job of keeping us in the game.
James.
Terry, when you get the 2 guys get on after walks in the 9th, and I think you're due to up there. How much did you think that was actually going to happen? Given
I
how
did.
Much
Matter of fact, Dickie Scott said Lucas Dew is going to hit a home run to win the game, and we started the 9th inning. And he didn't, but he was in the situation to do that, and it's because they had Eric Campbell's bat was terrific. Fought off a lot of tough pitches to get on base, and there were a lot of good at bats today. There were really a lot of good ones, and unfortunately, we just couldn't pull it off. We got too far behind early, but I thought this was I'll tell you, if you came to the game, you got entertained anyway.
Roger.
Terry, given that you were able to get some of the guys who were banged up and have been workhorses out of the game for some rest, and given that the younger guys maybe have some self-confidence from what they did tonight, is it possible that even though it's a loss, this could pay dividends going forward?
Roger, there's no question. That's exactly what these kind of games provide. They do. They give those kids confidence that they can play. You're looking at Gavin Cicchini, who's, first 2 hits. I mean, all of a sudden he now thinks, hey, look, I do belong here. You're looking at Brandon Nimmo, who's continually putting good at-bats together. Mike Conforto, I mean, he didn't get any hits, but, he had, again, worked the count, got deep in the count. Those are all things that are going to help us down the road as we go into this final week. And, you put them in a game now to pinch hit or you double switch and you got to get them in a game. They think they belong, and it's going to mean a lot.
John.
Does it feel like you were kind of walking a tightrope with all these emergency starters lately, and it was inevitable something like this would have to happen?
Yes, John, I don't think there's any question. I think when you're asking guys that, just like Gilly's been in the bullpen most of the time in the big leagues to have to start, he thinks he's got to be perfect, and you just know one of these times something's going to happen. But again, we came back and gave ourselves a chance to win. Tomorrow, we got 7 left, and you kind of like the pitching going forward right now.
Last one, Matt.
Terry, obviously you guys still have your goals in front of you, but tonight's game with Washington that clinched the division for them. Is that tough to swallow? Is it disappointing in any way? Just
No,
as the division?
we got too far behind. They were going to clinch it sooner or later. I'm not worried about them. I'm worried about where we sit in the wild card right now. That's our focus, and we've got to worry about keep winning this week.
Thank you, Terry.
Yep.